Hi Liz. How you doing?
Hello.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Seatbelt just at the side there. We'll
That's where
go
it
for a
normally
spin.
is. Thank you very much.
Zoom back to Westminster. How's it all going?
Really good, actually. Really good.
Excellent.
Nice bit of manoeuvring.
Well, yeah.
Are you
so I was
feeling
gonna
under
ask you-
pressure to drive?
Well, yeah, the electric car and automatic, which I'm not quite used to.
Okay.
And
I trust you.
well,
We have trust in the BBC. So
it is merely a handful of miles back to Westminster. What could possibly go wrong?
Possibly go
and
wrong?
there is, I'm reliably informed, a sat-nav in this car as well if we really get stuck. To an outsider looking in who perhaps pays a limited amount of attention to politics, it'd be hard not to conclude that sometimes it seemed quite vicious almost.
I think that the debate, the leadership contest, has been far more internally focused than I would have liked it to have been.
Right.
I would have liked it to have been an opportunity for us to be talking to the public, understanding why we lost and how we need to change to regain people's trust for the future, because this contest should really be about who is the best person to lead Labour as a powerful opposition to the Tories, but most importantly to beat them, kick them out, form a Labour government and change the country for the better. And
I'm just going to briefly stop here because I think the boot lid isn't properly closed.
Do you want me to shut
Is
it?
It's all right. I'll jump out and give it a. I just spotted a
there a little
red light, and that funny beeping noise. I think amounts to the boot being open.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, I think so. Ah, it is. I think it is. Right, so there we are. I'm sorted.
Cool.
Great modern cars with all these beeps and lights. What does opposition for you amount to?
Look, a powerful opposition actually calls the government out on the mistakes they're making, the fact that the reality doesn't match their rhetoric, on their incompetence, but also sets out a credible alternative. I think a lot of people are fed up with pretty much most politicians and politics as a whole, and they don't just want to see you oppose for the sake of it. But they do want to see you hold the government to account and do that in a really strong and confident way.
Tell me about hip hop. I'm reading that hip hop's a big thing. I'm more a sort of take that boy myself, so I'm completely ignorant about hip hop.
I'm not against take that. No, I do like listening to hip hop when I'm going running in the mornings, especially if I'm going to speak in the Commons.
What, because it kind of G's you up?
Yeah, it really pumps you up, it does indeed.
And there was me thinking all politicians would be hanging on every single word of the Today programme. I'm quite relieved to hear that you're there dashing around with the music beating into your ear.
I try as much as possible not to spend every waking hour watching, reading, listening to politics, because then you just end up in a bubble.
When you look down your CV, there's a huge amount that is connected in one way or another to the health service. I wonder what and healthcare. Yeah, I wonder what the future of the health service is.
The NHS is still the most equitable and efficient health service in the world, but without doubt it has to change. So we've still too much got a very hospital-based NHS, when really the future of care is providing support for people in the community at home, helping people to manage their own conditions.
What's the Liz Kendall pitch on all things Europe? If there was a referendum tomorrow, which way would you be voting? 100%
yes to us staying in Europe.
Well, what about the argument that says, from a Conservative perspective, and that's pretty much the Prime Minister's argument, he says, I'm inclined to kind of stay in, I think, but if we're going to get a good renegotiation, you have to
have some guts here, and of course Europe needs to change, and we need to sort out issues.
But does threatening to leave not help get that change?
No, it doesn't. Look at how you get the changes you want in Europe is by making sure you understand the challenges other countries face. I think it's going to be the defining political question of our generation, and I cannot wait to play a strong and leading role.
I can hear the fire in your belly about this one.
Can you?
I think I can.
Good.
I think I can.
Is it gurgling away?
Yeah, absolutely. above the limited sound of an electric car. You hear the phrase thick skin used by politicians a lot. I mean, is it possible to have a thick skin? I don't know. Some of the stuff that's been said about you it's quite hurtful, really.
I'm a pretty tough cookie.
Right.
And on some of the, personal rubbish, I don't want anyone to be put off going into politics, particularly women, if they feel that they're going to get all these kind of personal questions.
And sexism, has there been sexism, do you think?
Well, do you think a journalist from a national national newspaper should ask a candidate how much they weigh?
No. I don't.
No, neither do
I.
I cannot wait for the time when women are not judged by what they look like, what they wear, or their relationships with men or their family life, but by what they believe in, what they've got to contribute and offer, and their talents.
Just coming over Westminster Bridge, and that looks stunning, doesn't
Isn't
it?
it amazing?
Most stunning building in Britain, I think.
Oh, it is, without a doubt. Can you believe? I just still sometimes, this is where you come and do your job.
To be in the position you're in, running for the Labour leadership, I guess you have to imagine being Prime Minister. That has to.
That is the reason that I'm running. Is not just to be leader of the opposition, but is to be Prime Minister.
Do you think you could be a good Prime Minister? David Cameron once said that's why he wanted the job, because he thought he'd be good at it. I wonder how you reflect on that. It's a huge...
I think that's a terrible answer to why you want to be Prime Minister,
Well,
because I think I'd be rather good at it. You should want to be
But you need
Prime
that
Minister
confidence,
for a
don't you?
purpose. And for me, the reason I came into politics is this real sense of anger and injustice that so many people don't get an equal shot at life. That's what I'm in politics to change.
Thank you very much for your time.
So cold.